go live. Oh, went live right away. Damn. Adds a different. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm running a little late. Dinner took a minute to get going. Y'all had a good week. Oh, that's sick. All right. We got Hanks 777. We got Dark Hell. Welcome, welcome. Last week we left off with some fun Hydrosynth stuff. I think we're gonna continue fun Hydrosynth stuff. I'd like to kind of work on bass design. The intro. I think we're gonna stick to the intro, mostly because it's very fun in 80s, and a lot of these presets already sound pretty good for that. Start the F-115 just to get. Oh no! What did we do last time? That's too. Oh, is the music pretty? Oh yeah, it's pretty loud. Yeah. Checking the stream. Yeah. All right. So this has to come down a lot. What happened? Did I mess up my mixer? All right. Let's see. Oh, we're peaking at like +2. No wonder. The whole kit and caboodle going now. So yeah, we're gonna keep going with that. I'm gonna figure out how to make that lead fit, because I was kind of recreating a preset I liked in Phase Plant, and I wanted that to go well. Now, quick question for the class. I don't watch a lot of streamers, and I don't pay attention to just how people set shit up. Right now, I've got a DSLR plugged in up there for this camera. It is great. Get 60 frames per second, 1080p, and if I ever want to record 4K, I have a really cool camera for that. Now, I now have this set up here on my desk. What I want to do is I want to figure out if there's like a good way, like do I get a stand and a webcam? And do I just point it like kind of over here? I'm not sure. Because what I'd like to do is add a camera angle, particularly when I'm playing with hardware equipment, now that I have a piece. It'd be nice to be able to show you guys what I'm doing while I'm doing it. The other day when I had the mute stream because my system was all fucked up, I had that camera pointed just straight down, and then I had flipped the image. So I'd like to figure out what is going to be the best way of doing it. Any suggestions would be welcome. I think from what I saw is there are stands for webcams, and I just get myself like a little Logitech, kind of mount it at the corner here and point it down. But I don't know. I think well, okay, actually, might as well just go shopping. Let me just make sure I'm not logged in on it. Private tab. There's a couple we're gonna have a long stream today, so don't worry about this being a little whatever, off kilter. I've been meaning to do a lot of work, and so this is just something that I've been brainstorming, but I don't have a good idea for it. Where is okay? So like figure webcam desk. I already have this. This is legit what I have for the camera up there, but I don't necessarily think that's going to be, because it'll be in the way. If I put it here, I'm going to have to play around from it, and I don't like it. Boom mic might be a bit much. That's a lot of... Oh, here we go. Okay, snake, and then I can kind of route it over and just literally plop it up here. Okay. Bet. Begs the question, what are the Logitech webcams like? A little pricey. I don't need 4K though. We have 4K, C960, C920 full is compatible. It is. So I get this, and then I get I just have to get a big ass cable because my computer is on the opposite side of my table. That could work though. And then I can get an angle where it's like mostly the synth. If I'm ever playing on the keyboard, we have that. All right. So $70. I think I can swing that. 80 with tax, or 90 with tax. All right. 1080p. Yeah. All right. I will save that for later. So, was there something else that I had to do? Hello, Jeb. What else? I feel like before we started, I needed to do something, and I'm just trying to remember what. Stream setup. I was playing with presets here. Am I doing anything for Madness Day? Nah, that's all for the community folks. They're all doing stuff. I think the only thing I might do someday, Madness related, outside of like MP and shit, I might do, because if they're still doing those collabs somewhere in Nevada, I might come back and do like a cool down tempo track for them. But I've been mostly out of touch with them. They're doing well though. At least it looks like they're doing well. Yeah, no, right now it's just write my own most of it's gonna be write my own music, try to get it released on some labels, try to get my name out there in the drum and bass space, and then do the next tapes as like a fun side project and get a couple more tracks done for that and put out an EP. It's really my only immediate plans. Had a rough summer. I was not productive. My last single was Accelerant, and that came out in March. And then next tapes, The Afters came out in May, maybe. So it's like June, July, August. Gone. 2 reasons for that. 1, I got sick. 2, I got distracted with Destiny 2. Third reason is the whole Reaper experiment. That took up a lot of time. That was really hard, and we did not make the progress we wanted. Some lessons were learned. I figured out that Bitwig is working really well. We talked about it last week. The sample accurate stuff was actually a refreshing like discovery. That means that I can rely on its internal tools to behave as expected for tight transients and stuff like that. I think too, coming back and having a new piece of kit to work with and having something that's physical is really fun. And I think that kind of breathes some life into what I'm doing. Plus, I have got to somehow justify spending $800 on a synthesizer. Like, this desperately needs a single to go like hit different. I need to get like 100,000 streams on my next single to justify this thing, because it's like, uh, but it's fun to play with. So anyway, I think that's our media plans. Yeah. Hey. Continuing the 80s vibe. I'm definitely enjoying what I got going on. Bro, on that reverb. Alright, I definitely need to move these drums out. King drum machines its own. I need to make this the 8. Which I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna go. That's the toms. Let's insert. Lin. So, what do we have? Oops. Oh yeah, I can show you this. So one of the things I was doing this afternoon to figure out my synth was looking at a preset that I really like. So I did my own kind of recreation of it in the new synth. Back up. So they're pretty simple. It was to kind of explore some of the how I would approach certain things. Oh right, I was testing something. Yeah, I can't get that to drift, but I can in the high. Firstly, all right, classic. We'll go for the Lin drums. Let's see about their snares. Oh yeah, that's the classic, right? Okay, good. Just checking. Search the whole thing quick. Lin. Okay. So those are the only ones I got. Cat that we like. Jeez, those are clipped to shit. Bummer. A lot of clip noise, but oh well. Guess be too pissy about that. Wanna add some drums? Let's go. Oh yeah, those cats. little too uppy. Up. What's up, Pink? Yeah, kind of retro. I'm very much. I just finished on the Dropouts Dimension 20. They just did Never Stop Blowing Up, and I had an absolute blast with that campaign watching it. It was like all 80s action movie tropes and modern action movie tropes, and it was super fun. So I was watching a couple movies because I was in the mood, and I'm like, man, these soundtracks are really fun. And this synth, I mean, it's just got a lot of interesting stuff in there. I'd like to update. Okay, that fixed that. Yeah, I mean, and already this like their first preset shows off the damn synth really nice. It's very Blade Runner. Finally using GNOME. I hated KDE so much. I didn't hate KDE. I think that KDE, honestly, it's like all the Windows shit that I didn't need. It was feature complete. It was a good desktop, but like the things that I didn't give a shit about in Windows, I didn't give a shit about in KDE either. And GNOME has mostly worked. I think the only thing I still have to do, I have to fix some of all of the icons are in a loose pile of shit, and I want to kind of clean that up. I feel like I'm missing something that I had to do, but most of the stuff just works. It's very minimal. It's a very easy interface. I like it. Yeah, back to Bitwig. The couple things happened during the streams because I tried it for like a couple months. I had a lot of help. Rano helped in, gave me a lot of tips on how to work with Reaper. Gave me a lot of workflow videos and things like that. But ultimately, I just kept running into roadblock after roadblock, and I couldn't get it to work. And after I bought this hardware synth, I found out that recording hardware was like a huge haze using MIDI through points in the software. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go give Bitwig a try again. And most of my bugginess was fixed. I'd reinstalled my OS, so I think that helped. I had to start fresh and reconfigure everything, which really did fix like the real-time kernel and having the permissions and everything else running as it should be. So I've had less performance issues. And they updated their GUI. It's now running on hardware acceleration, so I'm getting like 60, 100 FPS. A good. Hey man, why am I not getting that? Lindrum's got multiple pads. That should have a chain. Don't give me that baloney. Don't tell me I need a bum and chain to make that work. A blue smoothie. Yeah, let's see. Wow, I do have to have a dummy chain to get that routing. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, dummy chain it is. That's fine. Do you have any advice for studying exams? Good luck. I was a terrible test taker in school. Yeah, man. Only advice I got for that is do your damn best to just put time aside to practice. Take notes, do the note cards, but you got to take the time. If you don't take the time to study, you're fucked. That always kicked my ass. I'd procrastinate, forget, and then I'd cram like in the morning or at night. I'd sometimes pull it out of my ass, but it was way too much stress. Work ahead of time. It'll save you a lot of headache later. Hey, can I copy this beat in my song? Not like the sample, but make it similar. Man, you do you. Go for broke. That definitely needs to end. Yeah, how do I do a send from here? Oh, that might not have the ability. Did you try the Bitwig coloring theme? It's not official yet. Official Bitwig theme is already coloring theme. What, in Bitwig? They have a new theme? I didn't know that. Play. Behavior? I don't remember seeing a theme. Is it like some extra thing that they're adding to Bitwig? I mean, I'm down for them to finally add theming tools because that'd be a nice to have. I just see the contrast stuff here. El stupid. Out. Torn that these had individual. I could send to sends. I mean, I could do like an outbound channel. No idea how to make breakcore. All right, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert in breakcore because Oh, cool. There's a there's a website where you can make your own themes. And then I bet you there's like a patcher for the config files. Okay. So, blue smoothie, breakcore. So I'm not going to pretend to know how to make breakcore, but I can at least save this before I lose anything. I can at least tell you what I do. Breakcore is all about drum experimentation and arrangement. Yes, Bootney, Farnsworth, trackers. So tracker is a style. It's what goes back to the 90s, 80s. It's been around for a minute, but it's the original way that you were able to edit slices of something and playing over time. So it'd be each 16th note you could put in numerical information about how you're playing it out. Haven't played with any trackers, kind of interested in buying the Polyen tracker, plus when I have money again. Because again, the Hydrasynth was expensive. And the buying a tracker just for drums for a very specific use case would be kind of lame. But there are digital trackers. Renoise has one, and it's very useful. But on principle, as I understand it, you've got it is drum programming to the nth degree with lots of performative stuff. So if I go here, we're gonna just kind of play with this for a second. So the Amen break is your pentultimate classic break, right? The transient slices here look pretty good. All right, it's not my favorite. Don't play that. First, let's get this to like a nice tone. Yeah, so the original 174 slice would be a great place to start. Slice. And I cut it to slice at. Oh, you can choose the threshold now. That's rad. Oh, that's really rad. Okay, well, first, I think just the normal. That should be. Or am I just dumb? What's up there, Dev? That's not the best slice. I could have sworn they had sliced a drum machine like Ableton. Maybe not. That's nice though. Detect tempo's new. Set event tempo. I got some. Okay, some new. I've been slack-a-lacking in the Bitwig department. Okay, well, first I'm gonna have to do this. Time. This is gonna be kind of dirty because it's just an example. We're gonna slice up that, and I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna throw them into the drum machine. What are we doing today? Well, right now I'm gonna see if I can do something a little breakcore-y to kind of show blue smoothie, kind of how I would try to approach it, because I've never written breakcore, but the general idea that I have, it's all about slice arrangement and being creative about your slices. So if I've got this, which I will call like the drum loop, right? I'll make this into a 4-bar and then just kind of play with it. So it's all about kind of playing with the groove and making it work over the course of like very quick cuts and chops and stuff. I'm gonna bring the tempo up a little bit. I'm gonna just grab a pad. We're gonna grab like a pad. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll use the synth. I'll put in. Find something. And it's all about like the quick cuts. Quick cuts, repeats, rolls. Maybe make it like a little fuzzy. Then maybe I layer it with something. Yeah, that it's with the breakcore vibes, as far as I understand it, your best bets here are using. First off, it's a lot of it's about slicing break beats. So you find a good break, you slice it really tight, and you find grooves that hover around the classic break. Because what is it that's really driving the groove here? It's still mostly the same as the classic, you know. So it's all about that kind of shuffly, glitchy vibe. So it's manually slicing samples is the way to go, or use a tracker. I think Bootney's right about that. Because a tracker will force you to make small slices across a small time grid. I think the tracker is like quantized, right? So you pick the quarter note quantization, or 1/8 or 16th or 32, and then for each of those slices you do stuff. And it's all about experimenting at the small scale. Right? I could get back into this drum. And I could just pitch one of these down for, I have that at repitch, have it as elastic, pitch it down by 2. maybe for these, I do a pitch up. Each one of these steps a pitch up for each. So Elastic Pro, that one goes normal, up 3. That one goes 6. And it's like you just kind of experiment. Honestly, the trick for finding good breakbeats is just go listen to some. First off, a lot of people have done the work already. Look up best breakbeats all time. And most people will have talked about it in forums somewhere about all of the individual breaks that they used to sample from something. Something like Gross Beat or Rhythmizer, Shaper Box, open source. Yeah, I mean, they exist. I think they exist and make it easier to do things faster, but you can do it all manually with automation curves. It's like, it just sucks because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So call it 40 to 60 slices in there. You then have to manually do that for 40 to 60 small bits. Actually, I can see why the tracker is an attractive method, because each one of those individual slices has controls all the way through the control, so you can kind of chop it the way you need. Would I recommend? I wouldn't. I'm not sure which one of those I would say better for an open source. But yeah, so that'd be how I'd approach breakcore, and then because the percussive space is so dense with all these quick cuts, chops, and glitches and whatever, more flowy, jungly, nice things in the background. And of course, funny thing, I don't think breakcore has to be super fast. I think they like to, but I think you can have something fun. Enough of the level experiment. Well, that was fun. Back to what I was. What's up, Cuppy? Haven't seen you in a minute. I am doing well. You could probably. How could you send it to me? You can shoot it to me via email. I have my inquiries at locknar.com. Or you can DM me on SoundCloud. I think those are open. Don't want those drums to be flat, but I don't want to go breakbeat on the. This is so the intro is gonna be synthwave, because what I want to do is I want to have this drop into like neurofunk. I think this would be a really fun way to have an intro for a song that's a throwback to like 80s style stuff. Kind of sounds like the Midnight, kind of sounds like Carpenter Brute, but then it goes into something super aggro. I haven't done the aggro part yet. I'm only working on the intro, but the idea is it'll be something. Here, I'll on drums. Yes, Hotline Miami. Let's go. Yes, you get the idea. So that's generally the vibe this song's gonna give off. It's that big 80s movie action set, but then it's gonna drop into something buck wild, hopefully. And then you get to have these elements sneak back into the main song, kind of like how it did if with the 80s called back, right? So, yeah. I don't think that drum. Carpenter Brute mentioned Carpenter Brute rules, and that is like one of the best like production sets like ever. That discography rock and rolls. I want a t-shirt so bad. I have to settle for my own. I have a couple of my own at least, but no, I really like their work. That is taking the formula and going back to something super fun. That's oh, was I on this camera the whole time? Oh no, I would have shown you more stuff. My bad. I was trying to show you the breakcore thing. I wasn't trying to look at me. I haven't tried to install Serum back on this on Linux yet. I might be interested though, because then I could just hey, presets are presets. Truth be told, I actually would like them because I am trying to recreate presets in this device down here because I think it's cool. If there's a way to convince anyone who's worked on Madness to play the game with me, I'll tell you what, at some point maybe it's one of those. We've done like gaming sessions where I hop on and like play Smash with people. What's my Discord? Mine, well, you're going to have to send me like a request cuz it's private. So you can either actually probably easier cuz I know most of you people are there. Cheshire's Discord. I am on there. If you just at me on there, that'll be easier. I try to keep my DMs pretty clean and private because it's just I check my phone a lot. If everybody has access to me, I'm gonna be chronically online. I can't do that to myself. If you want to send me stuff, it's always easier to send it via email or SoundCloud direct message. I am there. Or leave a comment in streams. You can leave links and stuff. I read the comments, so I can check things out there. Back to desktop. So, no, we're not buying the camera right now. All right, let's see. Go back to ARP. Keep it clean. Yeah, I think the other groove just is a bit much. Yeah, definitely not that one. But oh yeah, playing. Sorry, I got distracted. Playing games. Yes, I'll be down to play games. Honestly, we should do at some point. It'd be good to do another hop into a lobby for some reason. So pick a game and then we all kind of play together. Hop on stream. Or eventually, when I do get around to making a Discord server, maybe have a game night, which is just for people on the Discord. Streaming while playing with people is always risky, especially if there's comms, because y'all could get my ass canceled like overnight. But yeah, we play with that idea at some point. I'm not opposed to playing games with friends and fans. Like it's nice. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, ba. All right, so what are we missing right now? All right, first is the Lindrum. So do we just make the Lindrum just drum and bass groove? Yeah, there we go. All right, so that's a decent little groove. Just line those up. Simple. There you go. Let that be quartered out or eighth out. MPN OST, bleh. MPN OST was peak, but I felt like the recent remixes were kind of mid. Barely resembles the original track too. No offense. They're good, but don't feel familiar. Two reasons for that. One, I purposefully, if I remix something, I'm gonna make it very different, at least as best as to my ability. I think remixes that are too familiar and too samey, kind of, it's like, then what the fuck was the point of remixing it? It it happens all the time. I'll hear something that sounds just like the original. It's like you just made a cover. But secondly, and probably more importantly, 90% of the samples, it's the synths and a lot of the samples, they're gone. They were synths that I definitely didn't own in my 20s that I don't plan on rebuying. Most of the presets probably don't work anyway that I used. So all that was left was MIDI. So a lot of character and color that you get from specific sound sources, it does change fundamentally what the song is going to sound like. And I don't think there's a ton of for most of the MPN remixes for the next tapes. I think that there's not a lot of original stuff I want to keep anyway, because I change, man. Like I get older, I get wiser, or my tastes change, and the sounds that I used to like aren't the sounds I like today. So I want to use the stuff I like now to kind of revisit what I used to do. But yeah, I mean, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. You can think they're mid. That's all good, bro. Big ATP. Been a while since I came in. How's everyone? Doing good. I am doing pretty good. Let's see. Get the camera back. I really do need. I wonder if this has global shortcuts yet. I'll have to figure that out because I'd like to be able to do camera switching without going back to the damn thing all the time. All right. Oh, happy upcoming birthday. All right, so we got all this. I think those are a bit loud. Those should be pretty light. God, that is so Sega Genesis. That's not even funny. Vector Man. In a world where Devin played one game that nobody remembers, the year is 1995. The garbage man from outer space goes and destroys Warhead. I amuse myself sometimes. Uh, by the way, if anyone's into retro gaming, highly recommend the gaming classic Vector Man out of I think they were called Blue Sky Studios or Blue something Studios. They saw Donkey Kong Country and said that's really cool CG sprite stuff, so they made their own game called Vector Man. And then there was a sequel. One of those IPs I desperately hope comes back one day, where some old man with money says, we should we should bring that back, make a new one. But Proton's right. I'm just a dude at the end of the day. I am, believe it or not, mostly just like you. So it's like, A, not as popular as you think. I might have some subs, but this doesn't equate to much of any kind of fame. But B, I am just a person, and I'm easy to talk to as long as you chill. So don't sweat it, and definitely don't overthink it. It's like we're all just hanging out. Again, we're sitting here while I'm working on like silly shit, 80s style, right? We're just having a good time. Did I listen to the songs we commented? Yes, and man, there was a lot of good ones. Obviously, I think you guys picked out some really solid entries. Uh, I can't even remember them all. They all add up. Good picks all around. I think half of them I knew, half I didn't. Definitely helpful for getting some research in for this. Oops. Getting to go back to the desktop. Actually, since my beverage is gone, we're gonna leave. Put this on latch. We're gonna have a very moody splash screen. Give me a minute. All right. I have returned. I did not actually hear the Deadbolt songs, so that'll be on my list tomorrow. I did end up only scrubbing through them today. I didn't get a chance to get through everything, but I am familiar with a good chunk of them, so they were good picks. Oh shit, is it that Locknar? I hope so. If it's not, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yeah, the screen's working now. And the audio? Yeah, we should be good. Oops. Find like a really classic. Space Station 13. Nice. Wayne had showed me some of that. He played the shit out of that game for a while. That's not happening. Oh, they just have a low amp. Throw a little bit of smash. Need to remake this. They have a new compressor now. Headphones. Oh, I gave them the track names. Those are all my invention. All right, so the filter there. Hey, off. All right, that's a pretty decent one. I was not the one cooking that day. Our photographer and team did a great job. Name was either Carlos or Christian. I have it in my phone. I've since moved away, but he was a great Florida photographer. No, we had bought a lab coat. We went to a recording studio and we had some like beakers and stuff. It was a really fun photo shoot. Yeah, all of the profile pictures from that came from that day. He edited them great, like Lightroom. 2011, sorry, 2007 London based. What that one's called. Let's see about a little funkier groove. Do the bass line first. A little tight. Oh, you like my shirt? Do you like it? Finally, congratulations. You are the first person to mention something. Thank you, Blade. Blade Fee. Blade Fi. No, yeah. My wife has been working on a lot of prototypes, and this is sick. How is Faceplant working with you and all the Kilohertz plugins after fresh OS install? Great. Uh, Faceplant works the best. Or sorry, Melda plugins work the best. And didn't know this, Melda has anytime, they at least one time, maybe not anytime, but at least one time, and in the official patch notes, they have made wine compatibility better. So Melda, at the very least, is like, hey, we don't make a Linux distro, but we'll patch it to make sure it kind of works on wine. So Melda, big thumbs up. That works perfect. And now Faceplant and the Kilohertz plugins are all working. I'm not having weird graphical issues anymore. So that stuff is super crisp. So I'm very happy about that. Vital is fucked, at least in Reaper, and the developer has not been seen for like 9 months. So he's either working on Vital 2 or that shit's about to become abandonware. At least as of like a few weeks ago, he wasn't on the forums. There hasn't been a patch release. And then any outstanding bugs have stayed outstanding bugs. So Vital is looking like it's at AOL, which is a bummer because I think that's actually a pretty good plugin. And hopefully Steve Duda is on his way to making Serum 2, which is going to be super fun. But I don't know, man. I'm going to try to lift this up without breaking it. This thing's pretty sick. It's the Hydrasynth. It's basically Serum in a box, but with like a few quirks that they've decided to kind of build around. I really like it. It's a cool wavetable synth. You'd buy my shirt if it was for sale. Well, lucky for you, it might be soon. Caitlin's been working on some really cool designs, and she is working on her personal business, so this just kind of slots into that. So if enough people actually want to buy something, let me know, because we can do like basically a limited run order of stuff. But she's done a bunch of cool designs. You'll see me wearing them for the next few weeks. But yeah, it's sick. All right, back to the music making. I just had to stop and you have to get a big thumbs up for the. You noticed I wore a shirt all last week and nobody said shit, so I had to. I was like, really? Nobody? All right, shit. Do you think it's the DE would cause the graphic problems? So actually, honest to goodness, I think it was twofold. And I hate to give this. Sorry, we were going to get back to work, but Pink, if I got to talk about Linux production because nobody really talks about this. So, I think part of it might have been the desktop environment, but generally, honest to goodness, I think I fucked up my install. I had real-time permissions set up. I don't think they were actually. I never got around to properly patching the regular kernel to run real-time permissions. So it said it had real-time permissions and none of the plugins were going to like flip out about it, but the system had interrupts the whole time, so it wasn't processing it properly. I've since put the real-time kernel and the proper real-time permissions up, and I've had like no problems. The only thing that's lingering is I still run into larger projects still have problems at the end stage, and I really want to figure out how to force the buffer size outside of the 2K window that Bitwig allows. Because if I've got a project that's got just too much shit at the mix stage, I want to be able to just say, fuck it, put my block to 16K buffer. Yeah, my song is playing 6 seconds into the future, but I'm not having lag. So I need to figure out how an override for that might work, and that may be something that I ping their support about. But yeah, this one we call this paint dude, paint slime dude. It's actually, by the way, it's really nice. She did a good job. It was really cool. Anyway, That was that Linux talk over. Back to music making shit. Should be on the note, right? Nah, it's just F. My chords here. F, C, and A. Hey, appreciate Simon. If it was F and C. Okay, yeah, so I can kind of go with the root notes and then let that kind of vibe out. Let's put this long. Oh yeah, the Minecraft movie looks bad. It's gonna be for little kids. I mean, I won't. I'm not gonna put a lot of stake into it. It's a movie that's 10 years too late, and it's not gonna be good. I hope it's got a couple funny jokes. I hope that the parents are at least distracting their kids for 5 minutes, but it's not gonna be good. Granted, I didn't have high hopes for the Mario movie, and that turned out to be much better than expected. But that Minecraft trailer was rough. I am Steve. Oh, buddy. You like me some Jack Black, but no, no. Yeah, they dropped the trailer. It's rough. Sounds like blast processing from Geometry Dash. Haven't played a lot of Geometry Dash, but blast processing that's an awesome callback. That was a Sega Genesis, right? That has to have been. That just feels like Sega Genesis stuff. Sega Genesis blast processing. Hell yeah. Oh, I love the first Reddit. Sega's legendary blast processing was real, but what did it actually do? It's legendary. Sega does what Nintendo don't. Hey man, I see you later, Pink. Glad to have you. What if the double bassline's going? Yep, that's muddy as shit. I'd have to redo the whole good kill thing. Yeah, I'd have to like pull it back in and warp it and pull it back. It works. You know, you were there, you saw it, and it exists in the infinite internet forever. You will know it exists. And that's it. Look, good news is that means I might actually revisit that song someday. So just be glad about that. Because we proved to ourselves that it kind of worked. Oh, this probably works as a register. Do good kill or about to get a good kill on someone. Wrong. Wrong. Bad. Bad, Simon. Not doing that. Look. Later. Later, my friend. Later. Yeah, okay. Upper register's good. Or is it just better as a lower register thing? Alright, we're probably gonna flatten a couple. Push it to the limit. Walking on the razor's edge. Yeah, that'll work. can we do the... I really do like this, that the envelopes can be set to be legato. That's... Mm-mm-mm. This thing is fun to use. How's it work? I mean, I spent some money on this thing. I'm definitely going to use this thing. I will say I did discover some interesting limitations on this thing, and I will probably spend 30 minutes of a stream in the next couple weeks talking about them. I still really like it, and this does some things that none of my other synths could do. Not without some very clever routing in the DAW that's going to make it way impractical. On the other hand, there are some things that just aren't feasible with this that I'm going to end up having to do with software synths, and that's just a reality, and that's okay. Some tools are just going to be better at some things than others. But in the meantime, I am for sure using this for a ton of stuff. Firstly, anything with like melodic texture, this is really suited for. We'll go into details on this. I don't want to do like a review, but I'm probably going to do like a 30-minute breakdown of some shit that I found out about this thing. Once I have like a webcam that I can show the device off and explain some stuff. Because I think it'd be helpful for somebody who's like looking to shop, who wants to make like EDM. Should you buy this? The short answer is maybe, but anyway. Kind of the same. So repetitive. Bum, 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 bum. Oh man, this slime dude. Okay, all slime dude's gonna have sunglasses. You want to know what slime dude's doing for the artwork on this? This is way easier for me. If this is 80s themed, picture this. We've got neon background, so you're gonna have the whole thing with like the wireframe kind of background elements, kind of rocky. It's neon style. Everything's all jagged, but it's also gonna be lined with palm trees. You're gonna have that like 80s Miami Vice sun in the back, so it's gonna be like kind of orange, purple, yellow, and go that way. He's gonna be wearing sunglasses. He may or may not have a white tuxedo. He may or may not be in front of a red and or white Lamborghini Countach, which will definitely have free models online, by the way. There's no way somebody didn't be like, I like the Lamborghini. We're making that. Is this dude the slime or is the slime the dude? Lore to be discovered. But yeah, so this for sure. This will just be like a throwback to 80s stuff. I'm hopeful I can pitch this to somebody, so there's a chance that when I do a release, they may be like, I don't know about the slime dude, and then I have to like concede not to use him. But I'd really like to use him. It's a fun character. I still need to find some money to pay Matt so I can get him to make Slime Dude 2. Because he wants to do it. I'm not going to make him do it for free. Anyway. Oh yeah. Slime Dude's that artwork's fucking easy. It's super silly. All right, let's try that with the art. Lime soup. make sure that layers up at least with the baseline. Slime Dude Proppington the third. It's always the third. It's never the second. That works. It's a little uppy, but like that's fine. Any band I want to. It won't be. Oops. I don't think I have MP. Like goop. Slime Guy Broppington the second go pose for Harmonious. They're all just related. I dig that. That's actually pretty funny. Okay, so I have to. Man, it is a lot easier doing pitch bend shit in MPE mode. So I'll have to save that for tomorrow because I figure out how that works with aftertouch. Oh. Eek. First is the worst, second is the best, third is the one with the treasure chest, therefore the third has more value. I chalk it up to the fact that the first is the one that usually is like the hardcore success. Like the first Ford. First Ford guy, probably, invented the assembly line, made cars popular, whatever. Nobody really talks about the second. I bet you the third one turned out to be a pretty good kid. Because the second one inherits everything, and what did they do? Third one has to kind of be like, oh, I gotta be cooler than the second one, so then they tend to do better. And then by the time you're at the fourth, it all kind of goes down. Okay. So MP later. Oh, I fucked that up. I mean, Simon is inventing the family lineage of Slime Dude, which I find very funny. Well, you gotta imagine it's a big family because they're made from slime. They probably do the whole just split into two beings, and now there's two, and then they split into four and split again and split again. Now you've got like thousands of them. So there's probably very many It's like the end of Deadpool 3. There's just 1,000 variants of the slime dude. I'm cowboy slime dude. I'm just a head slime dude. My hands are gone. And then there's just one that's a set of hands in the corner. They don't do anything. They're just a pile of hands. They mid-toasted. Or do I like the really repetitive simple bass? I think the simple bass sucks because it's just flat. It works here because I've got a lot of stuff happening, right? Or see, now to invade his Discord for years to come. It only works if I add you. Gotta remember that. Plus, there's also the I can very easily unadd you if you get annoying. Just ask Simon. No, I'm kidding, buddy. You haven't annoyed me yet. You're like, why am I catching hands? I didn't do anything yet. All right, we're throwing an ARP, and I will be right back. Hello. All right. Slime guy is about to consume Simon. He might like that. You never know. Just wore the shit out of him. Thank goodness. Not famous enough for that to happen yet. Nobody's making Rule 34 of that yet. But that would be a good day to know that it hit just enough of an audience to be like, yeah, they did some horrible things to Slime Dude. All right. Bet. Let's see. What do I like better? All right, let me get rid of all percussion. I need the rhythm from this. Just no. I agreed. I agree with you, but you cannot stop if something's popular enough on the internet. Christ, did you see the wave of stuff after Amazing Digital Circus came out? Shit, hell of a boss. Like, it just people make lewd stuff. You can't help it. But it is I just no. 9! No! Yet! Negative, sir. We're not doing that. I could just see you typing out just no and then like standing in the corner just disappointed. No. I can't even imagine, sir. I can't even imagine. Okay. So maybe don't go simple on the baseline. Let's see. What did I use here? Oh, I didn't label it, did I? Fudge. Oh, that's a... I'm going to just put a note here so I don't forget. Just sits the router down in the corner. Listen, buddy, you can't, we gotta stop. We're good. We're good. We've got enough. We're good. We don't need any more of this. AR-15s are the real threat. Oh, okay. And like, what? Actually, and I think I can probably... Okay. This just needs a longer range. Let's go with you. And then... So for this, the drop will... Right, D. Okay, so it's deep. That's it, I'm killing Slime Slide Weepus Bropple B8. Man, you're on a roll with these names. I'm loving it. Dude, I'd be traumatized too. You imagine this dude swallowing you up like a like a Slurpee. Oh, it'd be wet and upsetting. I'd be traumatized too, bud. Drop this. I feel like at this point with this many slime dudes, you guys have just like totally accurate battlegrounds tabs with just 2,000 guys running around like. Been a while since I joined on the stream. How you doing, Lock? I'm doing good, Dead Baron. I am doing good. Playing with a new synth, getting comfortable back in Bitwig again. I'm having a good couple weeks. And we are full on 80s mode right now. I don't that shift. Words. Oh, what if you made brand new songs related to 80 Killers movies? I got news for you. There's a guy that does that already. His name's Figure. He's been doing dubstep forever, and he does the horror themed releases pretty much like every year or every other year. They're super fun. If you want to check him out, look up Figure dubstep and you'll find him. He's been doing it for a long time. Has a killer live show, live-ish. It's a DJ set, but he has a crazy good VJ setup with his gut buddy, and I think they put like a whole thing together. It's all horror movie clips. It's super grungy, super grindhousey. It's a really fun set. So if you're into like horror stuff, if you like old school dubstep, this guy still killing it, still crushing it. Worth checking out. And I've been to his show a couple times, and it's rock on. Let's see. Yeah, man, it's always been good. I never got to. No, I met him once. I met him very briefly one time. 2000. It would have been like early 2010s. But I had just put out on the label that he used to release with, and then he was playing in Tampa, and we'd like, high five, like your stuff, cool man, and then he left. But he was nice people. But I always liked he had his vibe, and his vibe is good. It's very he's like the Guillermo del Toro of dubstep. Guy's super into horror stuff, doesn't change his mind about anything, keeps to his guns. It's like, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Bam, ba-dum, bum, bam. Yeah, okay. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. That's a nice little shift. That worked with the drums. Works with the drums for the most part. All right, I can dig those two. So now to change it up. So we've got this. Oops. Now these need to like reap. But then this one doesn't. I think this goes down to D. A little bit of dissonance, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Definitely cleaner though. So if we drop down, gotta stick with the chords. That's the only way to do it. So D, G, and A. A is gonna be too low. And the next one. So if it's D, C, A sharp. Okay, so we just go for the full A sharp. Now let's start swinging it back up into the chord progression. So A sharp, D sharp. So D sharp. Two. Perfect. Okay, so nice. It's simple. Or do we go kind of John Carpenter? Because this just has it lines up a little bit too neatly is my problem here. I think if anything, the first half is the one to keep. So I'm going to... Let's record this in a loop. Because what I can do is have fun. Hit this. Trying to record this. Hang on. Oh, that's for recording that. Can bounce. Well, okay. So now, this from. Oh, okay. I know what that is. Get a nice 32 bars of that. Not super useful, but we'll have something. So. That is one reason I like the synthesizer life. I just recorded a bunch of that automation. So now it's like, cool, I can cut this away for a second. Let's put that here. Now I've got this big ass loop just done. Cool, now I can post-process it if I want. And you can just throw that loop in there. Oh, it's got, okay, who would win? Who would win? Simon Slimington Promptingtonus, fuck this art, the 16th, or Slimus Synthus side prop in the 11th? Only the Synthus one, because it's got synth in it, and I have to like that by default, so there you go. this is gonna be a fun track. All right, I have to pee, so I will be right back. Bio break. Camera. Yeah. Give me a sec. Alrighty. Whew. The original. Oh, it's got to be the original. I mean, actually, no, that's not true. Because if we're going off of how the album arts all came together, remember the first one was a asset that an artist purchased to combine it with some of the stuff we did for the photography. So that version 1 is kind of like proto slime dude. Version 2.0, I guess. Okay, that's the original. Do we count that as the original, or do we count the one that Matt made as the original? I think the one that Matt made is the OG, regardless of the history. His is the slime dude. Fucking wearing him on the shirt, right? So that's got to be the original, which means the original is going to win just about every fight. It's it's Homelander versus what's it called? It's Homelander versus Soldier Boy. You're you're the copy. I'm the original. Bet he was a dick. Yeah. Matt, the one that Matt made is OG. So now I am looking forward to getting him to work on something new. He's gonna do rigging and some other cool shit that he's been working on. And those guys have been quiet, but they've been toiling away at something in the background. I know nothing, by the way. I have no idea. They're prototyping some shit for their next big project. So whatever that turns out to be, I think it'll probably be dope because MPN was dope. And yeah, they'll just keep making fun shit. Hopefully I get a phone call to make a couple tracks, but who knows? They might have somebody that they have in mind for whatever they're doing. And hey, that's their choice. Well, what's going on with everybody? I'm taking like 5 minutes before I get back into music mode. These are long streams. Got any questions for me? Got anything you want to talk about? General purpose horseshit? Yeah. I have to remember that the chat is delayed. It's not. While I wait for some questions, what can I rant? Actually, this will be for you guys who are the normal stream people. Wednesday, very likely, I'm gonna have to bail on the stream. It's I'm wondering when I'm gonna be added on Discord. No, I will not let you forget. You will. I'll do the ad, but you just remember, be weird, and I will just block you. So don't. Just be cool, man. That's all it takes. Other than that, so yeah, next stream I'm likely gonna take off. Ninja Scroll is doing or at least whoever licenses it, they're doing a theatrical run of with like a little featurette from the director, so an interview with the director and then Ninja Scroll itself. I've been meaning to get my wife to watch it, and it's not streaming anywhere. And the Blu-ray is obscenely expensive. And playing files that I've found on the internet does not work on my Xbox. So I haven't had a chance to show her that movie. And so I'd like to go to we are going to go to the movies to go check out Ninja Scroll. That's going to be our next big. So it may be Wednesday. I'll put a post in community to let you guys know. But let's see. It will be weird. I'm releasing the OG Slime Dude to your current location. Oh no! Just busts through the window, takes my ass out. Do we imagine that Slime Dude is like this big, or is he like full human sized? Am I looking at like a 5 foot tall head that's about to destroy my ass, or is it a little goopy guy that I can kind of just go like what are we thinking? All right, here, wait. Well, while we're sitting here for a minute. Pending. All right, Dark Mist, what's your name on Discord? I've got a shit pot ton of pending requests, so I need to know. Crackman Grunt. I'm awake. Hello, Crackman Grunt. Short slime dude. Full human size. We're not sure. No, the room's the same. Yeah. No, the room's the same. A year ago or 2 years ago it wasn't. I was living in South Florida or Southwest Florida. So but yeah, so next stream, depending on what night we're gonna go see that movie, I'm just not gonna be around. And Beetlejuice is apparently good, so we're probably gonna see that next weekend. But that you guys don't give a shit. Do I have a server? No, not yet. I'm debating. It's I don't know what I'd use it for. Profile picture is different. Oh, hang on. Dark Mr. Dragon. Okay, let me. There you go. All right, I think I added you. Now, generally I won't, but that's when that's the thing. If I have a Discord server, then I don't have to add a bunch of like private messages so people can reach out. So it's just a little easier for me to manage my shit. It's just like I don't know what I'd use the thing for. All right, well, Crackman, what's your thing? I'm feeling generous again because I don't have a fucking server. So if you guys want to chat about something, I can at least be. I'm gonna assume crack. That's crackpot. Simon, let me help manage the server. Bad idea. Simon, as soon as you're an adult, you can handle managing anything once you're an 18-year-old. Because then I'm not gonna have people harass me about child labor or anything stupid like that. Crackman, what's your Discord? Because if you just tell me, I can check the invites and then say yes. This is the reward for regulars who are just hanging out for a good amount of time, right? We're chilling. You guys are the longtime viewers. Obviously, it's easy for me to say, hey, super fans, come on, let's hang. Let's talk. Yeah, you could probably see the yeah, it's not necessarily intentional, but it's Crackman grunt. Let's see here. Not finding you, buddy. Ain't no child labor if you volunteer. That doesn't necessarily change whether or not it is or not. What are you? You're like 16 or 17. You'll be old enough soon. And then I'll just be ancient. I'll be 35. Oh, sorry. Well, that's on me. I need to have a better stream setup then so I'm not blowing people's cover. Fair enough. We're all about not. Well, Crackman, shoot me a invite, be friends, and we can do that. But yeah. So it's back to music. Yeah. No drinking and driving. we have Uber now, and even if we didn't, just call a cab, man. Like it's you it ain't worth it. It really isn't. Um yeah, it ain't worth it. You could get hurt, somebody else could get hurt. It's bad enough if you're going to do damage to your own body. It's worse if you're going to take somebody with you, you know? I'm not saying don't get messed up, but like don't mess up somebody else. Center now. I am Locknar. That's it. That's who I am. I think I'm in just about every server that the Madness people are in, so you should be able to find me there. I got shade. All right. I don't love that take. Okay. Do another take quick. So if we're going to bounce this, let's consolidate. I think this should drop down a notch, get really low. Crackman, you're not in like the MPN server? That's like the easy one. That's the one that I'm always like. I've just been in that for a couple of years. Looking up another banger for your playlist. Oh, cooking up. Whoops. I'm trying. I do be cooking when I. So there he is. All right, got you. I'm gonna get you added there, but a reward for regular people that have been around. Ugh. Yeah, I need to bounce with some tail. That's the only. For that bounce, we need a better bounce. Bounce from. I do like how this works. Hang on. No. I want to have the double voice. Now bounce. Mr. Beast got in some minor drama. I don't know about minor. Oh. See what you did there. No, what was the meme? What was the meme that got me? It was fucking it was something, but it was making fun of people once they hit 1 million subscribers, they have to be like a pederast or something. It's like, wow, I just hit 1 million subs. Guess I gotta go harass a minor. No, you don't have to do it. No, I have to. It's part of the job. And it was dude, what the fuck? It's like it's what? That's weird shit, man. Like that's weird shit. They should not be doing that. Well, nobody should be doing that. But it's just like, oh, Mr. Beast. Okay, he's hiring weird people that are dealing with weird people. Oh, Dr. Disrespect. I may have inappropriately messaged a minor, but like, LOLJK? Like, how the fuck is that supposed to work? You either did or you didn't, homie, and you fucked up. Anyway. Oh, totally random. I'm currently learning how to make a game and need to figure out music. What's a good program that's free? Because I'm kind of broke. Good question. Okay. Free is going to be tough. Okay, you got a couple options. The first free option is be very cool. This way. Be very cool and start talking with people and making friends with people that already make music. Because ultimately, if that's their focus, um, if that's their focus, they're going to be really good at it. So, or at the very least, they're working on being really good at it. So you don't have to take as much effort out of your game dev side as you do about getting somebody to get their job done right. So, your musician types are going to be the best ones to work with. You wouldn't necessarily have to play through the mic. These softwares can all be controlled with simple controls. Like you can go in and control MIDI by hand with a mouse or trackpad. Like it's not impossible to do. But anyway, music writing is hard enough already. I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just trying to say if you're wanting to save time, if you're working on making a game, find somebody who already makes music to make the music for your game, to make the sounds for your game. Even if they're bad at it, they're going to be trying to get good at it. So you're getting somebody else to do better at something that you don't have the time to do. If you can't do that, then cheap and approachable. I'll have to say cheap because really free is going to be really hard to work with. The open source stuff, Ardor, and there's a handful of other ones on Linux that are just kind of like whatever. I've tried them and they're not the best yet. Okay, your options are basically going to be Fruity Loops, whatever the FL Studio cheapy version is, see how much that costs. If that's what you're going to use that. Ableton Lite usually is really cheap, and I'd figure for something to just like get shit to paper, that's going to be an easy way to start too. Does Bitwig have a light version? Actually, begs a question. Give me a second. That's the thing. Every free version is going to have some shit that's locked up, so you're going to be pretty limited on what you do. Yeah, Bitwig Studio. Essentials. So Bitwig Essentials is $100. So what I use, if you want the cheapy version, it's 100. If you want the full version, it's 400, and if you want the kind of middle ground, 200. 40 instruments, no. Okay. Okay, so kind of limited, but not too bad. See you later, Simon. Appreciate you coming. See you later, Bladefy. Appreciate you coming. Thanks for noticing the shirt. I appreciate it. I'll put a poll out in a couple weeks. We do want to start selling some of these, but I got to know how many that people want so we can kind of plan, that. Yeah. So 100 under 100. What are going to be your cheap option? Audacity's free, but I don't know what their MIDI options are. Damn, free is hard. Honest to goodness, I would start pinging people who make music. and I would get somebody who is either already made the investment or already has figured out the limitations of their tools to work in a free environment so that you can get stuff that you want out of them. And then that lets you focus on making a game. Conversely, if I wanted to develop a game, I don't think I would be diving into Unity by myself. I think I'd be looking for a collaborator. So I could be making music for the game and then have somebody else working on the things I don't know super well. You're not tripping, isn't Audacity for editing audio, not making new ones? Yeah, it's pretty simple audio editing. It's free, but it's simple. Right, let me check one more. 3 DAWs. What is on the list? Here's my wife texting me. Ooh, something fun to do. Cakewalk is. Oh, straight up, go check out Cakewalk. Cakewalk's free. Mix engine, resampling VST3. Oh, yeah. Go check out Cakewalk by, I guess, Bandlamb owns it now. Never heard of them. But Cakewalk, I forget who used to own Cakewalk, but it sounds like they've made it freeware. So that'll be a good place to try. Rad. All right. Well, it's 8:30. I think this is a good place to call it. I'm going to check one more thing with the song. All right, let's see it in motion. This. I need to play with that a little bit more, but that's 123. Okay. I'm going to save it. I don't love it. It's like, it's pretty flat. Kind of the problem I have with it. Missing something. Compared to I think it's less deliberate with the original. see. I think you can stick with it. So instead of this, just no, that patch might be just a little wimpy too. That's the problem. This has better energy here. You. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that's got a good stank on it. All right. Well, we're still up. So. All right. And then just bounce out just a little. Let's go. Okay, so let's try that out. That click when it. Fuck, flying a somebody's flying a Cessna at like 9 at night. Bro, you're gonna hit some shit. It's got better texture. I like the uploads too better. Streaming's fine. It's fun to talk with people, but like I appreciate the final product. I think that's what I like a lot. All right. That's good. I think that's a good place to call it for today. That was our first 3 hours. I started late, I ended late, but we did it. Nah, that was good. Good chatting. Definitely some good work with the synth, kind of play with some ideas. I think this track's going to be pretty cool. Next week's focus is definitely going to be on fleshing out this intro and making it from like a loop to like a whole segment. I think this is going to be a nice like 32 bar intro. Then pow, right into something meaty and angry. So anyway, thanks all for hanging. Be on the lookout for a poll. I am going to find out how many people actually want to buy a shirt. And then if we have enough, we'll do a limited run, 20, 30 shirts. But if not, it'll just be for me. So we got to convince each other to buy some clothes. All right. Hey, and yeah, all right, Deadbolt. I'll check out Deadbolt. That'll be a good little reference. So I'll check it out. Thanks, everybody. See you then.